Welcome to the Cashing In on Creativity podcast with artist, author, and creative business consultant, Bruce Outridge. Let's get started making money with your unique talent. On with the show.
Hello, welcome to the Cashing In on Creativity podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. This is episode number 231, and today we're going to talk about how you can move yourself forward by looking at what happened in your past. So stay tuned, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey folks, I got a book that I think you're going to love. It's called You're Not Done Yet. This is a book that I released in March 2020 and is a book that helps you figure out where you're going in life and figuring out some of the talents you got. Are you wondering what your purpose is for life? Are you wondering how to live your life to the fullest? Are you thinking that education is holding you back? Or maybe you just need to help focus your life with some of the values you've got. Why not merge your talent and your skills and make yourself an awesome life? I talk all about that in You're Not Done Yet. This is a book that is a real easy read. You can find it on Amazon, or you can go to you'renotdoneyet.ca. Enjoy the book, and I hope that it helps you to focus your life. All right, so as you know, we've got a new focus for the podcast this year. It's going to be a lot more on personal growth and you as opposed to what you do or how you do it, which has been in the past. And we're still going to have some of that content, but we have decided that I think if you improve yourself personally, it improves everything that you do and the way that you do it. And that's what we're trying to do. So I thought that today we would talk about how you can actually evaluate your past in a fun way. Well, maybe it's a fun way. It's a fun way to me, but it's not a fun way for you. And so that you can, determine where you need to work, or maybe hopefully probably the best of it is to just, know that you are doing the right things and keep improving in that way. And that's the idea of it. So today I thought we'd talk about something I wrote about in my book. And that's basically looking back in order to move forward. And the way that I've done this, and there's been a lot of musicians who have done this in their music. And Brad Paisley comes to mind. He did this, and Richard Branson did this as well. And there's a number of people who have tried this over their time. Some have done it in writing. Some have done it in music style. Some have done it through illustration. So there's a number of ways that you can do this. But it's kind of neat. I did it. I really like the song. I think what really prompted it was the song by Brad Paisley where he wrote a letter to me, and then I actually wrote that out and did that, and I found it to be really enjoyable and really kind of cool. And so I actually added that into my book. It was an article for a magazine when I first did it, and then over the years I've redone it, and I put it in the book, You're Not Done Yet. So I thought I would talk about that today and just, figure out why you would go and do that. What would you want to do if you wanted to do that? Well, first of all, the thing that you're trying to do is to basically evaluate the steps that you took from point A to point B. That could be at whatever age you think it works for you. For me, it was in my teens, but it could end to now. Right. So how do you, for artists are very famous at this, that we keep a lot of our projects around. If you look at my studio, there's a ton of art on the walls, art that has either inspired me by an artist that I've liked, or art that I've done that were big projects, kind of keystones of my career. And they're all over the walls. And there's a couple of reasons for that. A, I like the art, but B, that it helps to kind of show you and keep in mind of some of the past successes you've had, and determining and inspiring, hopefully, successes for the future. And that's kind of where you want to go with it. So that's what artists do. And this is another form of doing that. It's another form of kind of checking off your accomplishments and making sure. Some people do this in a list. This is kind of a fun way to do this. So this was a letter that I wrote. And the whole idea of writing this letter is to kind of determine the type of person that you are. So you're writing it to somebody, you're writing it to your younger self is what you're trying to do. And some people have done this for their kids. Some people have done this for family members. I did it for my fictional family, for my fictional kids. So it's not, I didn't write it for my kids, but I wrote it for me. But if I was bringing up my kid, if that makes any sense, it probably doesn't, but that's okay. You don't have to necessarily make sense on this podcast. So anyway, so the whole idea was to just kind of realize what I've learned over the years, realize some of the things. And what happened though is the reason that I really did this was to help stop some of the negative self-talk that started. You can see where it starts based on how some of those things work. So Brad Paisley did. I really encourage you to listen to Brad Paisley's song if you're a country fan. His song is called "The Letter to Me," and it's really good. So anyway, if you're wondering how you start this, well, just take out a piece of it and just write down the things that you, and it's cool because you get to do, here's the things that I like, here's the things that I've accomplished, and it's a pretty cool way of getting it all done at the same time. So I just thought I would read you the letter that I wrote. So this is to me, okay, and it's kind of like I call it a life map, which offers you a hope and a guiding path and a positive reinforcement. So if you're thinking that you're coaching somebody, you're trying to get them to where you are today, and you're trying to tell them what they've done in the past, like how you got there. I know I speak at a lot of youth events, and we talk about this kind of stuff. It's basically, I call it a life map, and it's really a cool thing to do. So I'm just going to basically read you mine, if you don't mind. Hopefully it'll inspire you to write your own. I don't want you to have to feel that you have to write mine, but the whole idea of it is to inspire the past. So here you go. I'm going to read the letter. This is out of my book, so you can get it, and there's lots more in the book too, but this is out of my book, You're Not Done Yet. So it says, "Dear Bruce, you're only 10 years old and are already showing promise as a young man. You're comfortable on your own, comfortable with the basics of life, and have a happy disposition. I remember being the same way when I was young, a young child like yourself. I am 44 years old, older than you at the time of writing this letter, and hope you will find it helpful as you get into older life. Let's talk about your art. Like me, you love to draw cartoons. That passion for art will be part of your life for years to come, even the times when you're not drawing. It will always be of interest to you, and you will let it go here and there, but because of other things, but you will always go back to it. You may go years without even thinking about art, but the passion is still there. If I could offer you one piece of advice in this area, keep drawing every day. The only regret is that I didn't keep drawing for many years, and that may have opened other opportunities earlier in life. You may not realize this at the young age that you are, but you are a creative person. The drawing that you will start doing over the next year of life is just the beginning. You will gain a passion for music with a special focus on drums. You'll probably let this go over the next few years, but enjoy your time being a drummer with your friends. It may not work out forever, but will instill a love of music that you will last a lifetime, so enjoy it. Being a creative is going to cause you issues in school. You'll probably get low grades and may even drop out of school later on. I hope you don't, and if I can offer another piece of advice, try harder in school. Those classes such as typing and computers that seem like a waste of time will come to be an important part of your life. Take them seriously. That English course you hate and the math class that you feel you could miss to hang with your friends will be a mistake. You have no idea how much these subjects play a factor in life later on. After all, you may become a business coach and writer later on, so those topics will play a big part in your life. Try to do better in school, but I know you won't. You may struggle in school. In fact, I know you will. But I want you to know that this isn't because you are stupid. You have a habit of following your passions, and at this point, school isn't important to you, but it should be. If I could offer another piece of advice in this area, is to stop trying so hard to fit in. Fitting in won't matter later in life. You won't even see most of these people after you leave school, so don't feel that they will play a big part in your later life. What they will do is get you in some trouble, but you will also offer some incredible memories that will last a lifetime. Unfortunately, you have an issue with negative self-talk. You will be popular in school, and you will continue to hang with the cool crowd, You may not be the ladies' man you hope to be, but you will have a solid partners through life that will make you happy. Don't worry so much about what people think. It won't matter later on. You're a good person, and that is what matters. You're going to love turning 16. It is so awesome. You start doing what is called driving, and this will be a big part of your life. It will offer you freedom, status, and give you a reason to have a strong work ethic. This passion will seem like it just came to life, but it has been brewing for years, since those days when you used to play in Dad's car parked in the garage. This freedom, which is cool now, will also get you in trouble with school, as you are going to spend much time driving around when you should be in class. The cool thing is you have no idea how this will play out for the future, but you will be driving some pretty cool machines. I want you to pay close attention here as you turn 17. Life has been fun up to now, but this is going to be a tough year, and that's okay. It's all part of growing up. You will make some big decisions, and not everyone will be excited. You're going to want to leave school, but I'm going to ask you to really think about this. This was a big regret in my life, and I didn't see it until my later years. Not only is education important to life in general, but it's also one of the factors of negative self-talk. You may feel as though you aren't good enough, and that struggle continues through life. Life will turn out all right, but this will be a big thorn for a long time. You're going to love trucks. The freedom of the open road, cool chrome, and seeing the country are all amazing. That passion for driving and the hard work ethic that Grandpa gave us will help you during your career. You're really going to enjoy this part of your life. On a personal note, you're going to be married, have kids, be involved in hockey, skating, and all the other things that come with family life. That passion for driving always stays at the forefront, however, and hopefully you will make you work harder in life on the family side. You will experience downfalls like divorce and job loss over the years. You may feel terrible at the time, but you will learn in life each bad situation offers you the chance to make life better, and you will. Although the divorce I went through was brutal, it launched a life that is amazing. This is where you will find your stride. You will become an education junkie, and this really helps you understand the importance of learning. You will meet a wonderful person that supports you and helps you launch the second part of life with excitement. I've got to tell you that it's pretty cool to spend winters in the Caribbean and start your own business. You even take up the game of golf. Go figure. The cool thing about getting older is that you learn about yourself. Life has a way of throwing you enough crap that you will learn what you do like and what you don't like. The art will come back to play in your life, and you realize how much those passions you started will help you have a life of wonder and joy. Well, I have to get back to living my life. I just want to write you this letter to let you know that you are loved and a good person. Follow those values that are important to you, even though they may not be popular with others. You'll do fine, but it may get a little bumpy along the way. I wish you luck, my friend. You'll need it. And that's the end of the letter. So that's the letter I wrote to my younger self. And I would encourage you to try that with yourself, is to write your own letter to a younger you, saying, what should you look out for? What should give them that roadmap? That's really cool. As a truck driver, of course, roadmap has to be in there, right? And you will see that the way that your life the way you are is because of a lot of the things that you went through in life, and then see where you can change it or see what you want to change. I've got a pretty cool life now, and I couldn't imagine in the first half of it, when you're going through the kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's something to really think about. And I thought it was a good episode to just kind of get people started and get you thinking, for 2021. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's pretty hard to think positive at this point, but try to think, where do you want your life to go, so that the next time you write this letter 20 years from now, you'll have a different letter. You'll have a letter. So maybe you've had a great letter up to now, and awesome. Keep going. Maybe you've had a fairly bad letter, but it made you the person you are. So as an artist, that's something we all need to struggle. We all struggle with. We all need to keep moving on. We need to keep investing in. So make sure you join our stuff like our book club to keep that good information going in. Search out whatever you like, whether it be seminars or videos or associations, whatever it is, to help you grow, and you will have a successful business. So try that letter for yourself, and I hope it works for you. Hey folks, are you ready to get started as an artist? Are you looking for a book to help you? Hey, whether you want to start your business out of the gate on a part-time basis or you want to go full-time and jump right in, this book will help you. This is a book called How to Start an Artistic Business in 12 Easy Steps. And you know what? It's free. That's the cool thing about it, that you can get it free at cashinginoncreativitypodcast.com. All you have to do is go there, sign up, and you'll get a PDF download that is set up like a workbook so that you can work one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, or you can do it all at the same time. Whatever works for you. This book will work for artists, authors, anybody that's a creative that is looking to use their talent to start a business or career. This is the perfect book for you. It tells you all the things you need. And I wrote it many years ago, but it still works today. So where can you get it? Go to cashinginoncreativitypodcast.com. Enjoy. All right, so hopefully that gets you going, gets you writing. Hey, it doesn't have to be long like that. I'd urge you to check out the book You're Not Done Yet if you're looking to get all kinds of that. That's the book I put out in 2020. It's my latest one. So that hopefully that inspires you. But try that exercise and then do that goal setting on top of that to see where you want to go for the future. Thanks very much for listening. Hey, make sure you check out. We got a new focus this year. We got some great stuff coming up. And if you're interested in mentors and mentees, then you want to make sure you check out our next episode coming up next week. So thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you connect with us on social media, and we'll talk to you later.
Need to know more about your host or the show? Check out your host at bruceoutridge.com and learn more about the show at cashinginoncreativitypodcast.com.